What's going on, everyone? Dude, some sad news. I started off this video really happy, but I gotta get sad with you guys for a second. I'm so sorry. As we all know, the Samsung Galaxy Fold, I was about to say the Galaxy Note Fold, I'm messing up. That phone already has an interesting cycle within itself, okay? So, as we all know, you probably already know this. I did a video about it. Not that many people watched it though, but I'll forgive you. Like about a week ago, some top tech YouTubers, whatever, they got their hands on some review units, and a lot of those things were messing up. And honestly, I'm surprised I didn't get one because I feel like I'm probably the most popular and most well-deserving person who should have gotten one. So I'm kind of offended that I didn't get one in the first place. Totally joking, not accurate. I literally am like a nobody. But since then, there was a lot of stuff going on with Samsung, and they were kind of pushed in a wall, to be honest, because out of all the units that they gave out, I would say a majority of them started messing up. And more recently, I think within the last day or two, Samsung was supposed to be demonstrating the Samsung Galaxy Fold, and what actually ended up happening was those review units, those like stage units they were going to present, those actually malfunctioned. So what they ended up doing was they started postponing the release date of the Samsung Galaxy Fold. And in my opinion, I mean, there's two ways to look at it, and they're both pretty negative. But the thing that made me sad was like I was actually super excited to buy one. I mean, it was like over $2,000 to purchase it, but obviously I was going to buy it because I was going to make a ton of videos about it and make a ton of money off it. Probably not enough to pay off the phone. As you guys know, I lose a bunch of money on these videos all the time. But at least with the Galaxy Fold, I had some hunch that I was going to make a profit off of it, even if it was like a $10 profit. I just want to be positive at some point. But I just love doing this stuff, so it's whatever. So a person like me, I was kind of excited for it, but now at this point, they've already postponed it. I don't know when the delivery date is supposed to be or whatever the case is, but that's pretty surprising. But here's the thing that makes me think that the Samsung Galaxy Fold might be canceled. Okay, now, I know what the title says, I know what everything says, but this is my opinion. I think it might be canceled. I have no definite proof or anything. I don't work for Samsung, but here's what I'm saying, okay? If it is true that they were actually prepared to ship these things out or whatever on the April 28th, which was like this Friday or whatever the case was, I'm like 99% positive that they already had the phones in the boxes. They were already, shipped off, wrapped in the shipping paper, whatever the case is. Maybe some stores got their units already in order to kind of prepare for them to be put into the stores or whatever. If that is the case, how is it going to be any possibility at all that Samsung were to collect all those devices again and fix them all somehow? You know what I mean? Because if the issue is that the screen is malfunctioning or all the phones as a whole are malfunctioning already, then how are they going to fix a mass production of those phones if they're already like shipped off and everything? I mean, if this was like, a month in advance or a couple months in advance, that'd be one thing. But we're talking like a week out of the date that it was supposed to actually be released. So how is Samsung going to recover this? How is Samsung going to fix this? The best thing they did right now was actually not produce those phones altogether. I mean, that's a pretty smart thing. And postpone the delivery date, I think that is a very smart thing to do. But how is Samsung going to fix this? You know what I mean? It's not like they're just going to start developing a better version of this phone because they've already built all of these different phones that are going to be sent out to the public and people who bought them. So most of the review units that people got, I mean, of course there's some changes here and there, but for the most part, those are the phones that people are going to be getting. So how is Samsung going to fix all those devices? And that makes me think that they probably won't. So Samsung could do one of two things. Either they do release it eventually or they don't release it. Now, I think foldable technology, I love it. I think the Samsung Galaxy Fold is an awesome concept. I was going to buy it. I'm a huge activist for it. I don't think foldable technology is a waste or anything. I really appreciate that kind of innovation that we're seeing with phones. But I just find it kind of interesting how a phone manufacturer as big as Samsung can still kind of do this kind of thing. I mean, I feel like they should have tested it thoroughly and maybe changed the design here and there so the screen wasn't being pried off too easily or even the screen malfunctioning without even doing anything like that. I love this concept and I love how phones are becoming more innovative and all that stuff, but in my opinion, I just don't see how Samsung can make this first gen Samsung Galaxy Fold, the ones that were already made. I don't know how they can fix that. It's definitely not a software issue, it's definitely a hardware issue. So all the mass production that they've done, how are they going to fix each individual phone that's probably already sealed up in the box? You know what I mean? It would just take way too much time for them to do that because they make all these phones in a factory. It's not like some one person is just, hand prying the phone together. It's just they're making like dozens and dozens of phones probably a minute through a factory, and it's like a machine press or whatever the case is. So I don't think the Samsung Galaxy Fold is dead. I think they're still going to eventually make it, but I think this first gen is probably going to be canceled. They're probably going to collect all those phones again, recycle the parts, and then create something else with it. Who knows? But in my opinion, I could probably see this first gen Samsung Galaxy Fold being canceled. Unfortunately, I love the concept. I was going to buy it. I mean, like, I'm kind of salty I can't get it, but I guess it's whatever. I guess we're just going to leave it there. Again, I hope I don't come across as somebody who doesn't want this to happen. I mean, I want the Samsung Galaxy Fold to happen without a doubt, but I also don't want people getting the bad idea of foldable technology and them getting a phone and eventually breaking, because me, I'm always going to support it. Even if my unit does break, I'll eat up the cost, whatever. I'll return it or whatever the case is, but I'm not going to like broadcast that to everybody like, oh, I hate foldable technology, because I know this is the future. I can't hate what's eventually going to happen. Like me, I honestly, I don't like, I'm not even gonna say it. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions or you agree with me, disagree with me, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.